Hey, Cowboy Wayne, it's good to see you. It's good to see you. One day I'm going to wear my cowboy hat, my cowgirl hat, Wayne. I'm going to wear it just for you. Good day, Tim. Listening to the show, doing your morning steps. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm learning that many of you do your movement activity, whatever that may be, while you're listening to Morning Sip. And I'm just thrilled about that. Good day, Margaretta. Good day, Lindsay. It's good to see all of you. Good day, Facebook user. It's good to see you too. Hey. It's good to see everybody. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. And for many of us, today is a holiday from work, right? So many of us have Monday off. So I hope you're taking full advantage of the extra day. And so we are here. We're at Morning Sip with Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa, and Sip is Spirit in Practice. Spirit in Practice. And so last week we wrapped up our discipline series. And then what had happened at the very end, remember I said I'm going to put a pin in it because I was about to go, right? I was about to go and I had to and I said, I'm going to circle back. So I am circling back to all of that. So just as a reminder, because Friday seems so long ago, doesn't it, Mommy? It seemed like it was ages ago. So just as a point of recap, we talked about discipline, right? And we talked about discipline, in essence, the components of discipline, Nan, right? Of decision, of choice, of genius, of consistency, right? And decision was about, making the decision about what you're going to cut out of your life because we're focused, right? We're focused. And choice is a state of consciousness that you choose regardless of the circumstances. Regardless of the circumstances, you make that choice and you keep your word, right? And then we all have our inner genius, our higher self, our higher knowing, our intuition that we can go to, align with for guidance, right? For support, that inner support that we need. Whenever we commit to anything, we need to tap into our genius about it. And then consistency, being deliberate and harmonious, right? A word that we wouldn't necessarily think about when we talk about consistency. And I read some passages from the Master Key system, right? So harmonious, to cause to stand, which is the origin of the word consistency. And so all of that is about building self-trust. And so on Friday, Sekou has shared at the end of Morning Sip, and then something he said triggered me going into an almost rant, right? And it was around the 30-day birthday challenge and how some folks are like, okay, I did it too. It's over, right? Because June was over and it was over for Sekou because Sekou started on June 1st, right? And yesterday I celebrated my 30-day of the birthday challenge because yesterday was July 4th, right? Now we're in July, but my 30 days didn't end until yesterday. And I was the second person after Sekou to say yes to the challenge. So there may be someone who's today is their day 30, Tuesday's their day 30, next Sunday is their day 30, next week is their day 30. And why this is so important is because it's about being in integrity, not being in integrity with Sekou, right? It's about being in integrity with yourself, with all aspects of yourself. I see you, Nan. Nan said my day 30 is the 9th. So we're going to celebrate Nan on July 9th because that's her day 30. And she's being in integrity with herself. And she's building that self-trust. And I'm telling you, it makes a world of difference when you make a commitment and you keep it to yourself. And so after Friday's show, Sekou and I was talking after the show, and immediately what came up for me when I said that it's important to keep your word to yourself was a memory from when I was a little girl, right? Remember, our subconscious mind is the seat of our memories. It has all the data. It has all the data. It's more powerful than any data that Apple, Google, Yahoo could collect about you. Your subconscious mind is on a whole nother algorithm. Okay? So immediately, the memory that came up for me was with my father, right? And remembering, and this is the tricky thing about memories. I don't even know if this is true or not. It's just it could fully be a story that I had made up that fit into a belief that I created when I was a child, right? The conditioning, those formative years, right? So I don't even know if this is true or not, y'all, but this is the memory that came up. The memory of being told that my father was coming over to take us out. So I wasn't raised with my father. My parents were not together when I was coming up. I have a lot of memories of being with my father up until the age of 5. And then after the age of 5, my memory is my whole life changed. My whole life changed, right? My sister was born. We moved to another place. And then all of a sudden, my father wasn't around as much. And I have memories of my mother telling me, and my mother's on this thread. I have memories of my mother telling me, oh, your father's going to come, or you're going to see your father on Saturday. Oh, your father. And many, many times he did not show up. Right? And so I took that and it fit perfectly into this narrative that started to percolate within me as a little girl, that he's not showing up because I'm not worthy. If I was worthy enough, he would be here. There's something about me. There's something wrong with me that's making him stay away. And this is what children do. This is what children do. That's why I'm very careful about what promises I make to my girls. Right? So this 30-day challenge is not a little thing. The commitments we make to ourselves is not a little thing. Being in integrity is not a little thing, because we're building the self-trust. And it's an opportunity for us to change the narrative. Oh, y'all, I just got chills. I did. It's an opportunity for me to heal even more of that stuff, because it's layered and layered and layered. Why did that memory come up? Of all the memories that could come up, right? Why is that the one? Right? And I know I'm not alone in this. So if I didn't keep my word to myself and do the 30 days, or find some loophole that says, oh, it was for June, that's a loophole, y'all, that we trying to squeeze into, and it don't fit. It don't fit. Guess what will happen? You're going to get stuck right in that loophole. Stuck right there. And then wonder why other things ain't moving along. Because we're not in integrity. And I'm speaking to myself, y'all, when I say this. No shade on anybody, right? So now I don't need my father to be the one who's saying he's going to come and then he don't. I become that myself. I take on that aspect of my father, and the not showing up for myself, and the not keeping my commitment. There's my mother, right? I'm so sorry, Melissa. I know it's painful. Oh, mommy, but it's such a gift. It's such a gift that I can give to myself over and over and over again because I love myself, because I went through all of that, right? And in the healing and in the forgiving and in the revealing that I'm whole, healthy, and complete, no matter what had happened, it's part of my chemistry now, right? So I'm clear there's nothing to forgive now. I'm clear that you, mommy, and that my father did the very best that you could, given the information that you had at the time. You did your best. And look at me, I'm fabulous. Are you kidding me? I am magnificent. I am worthy. That's right. That's right. I'm very clear. I'm very clear about this. So that's why I want to bring it back. That's why it was important to circle back, because many of us, we're all on this journey together. And the most perfect partner that we each have is ourselves and each other, right? We're all in this together. So I know if this was triggered in me, I know it was triggered in someone else. And so it's not about beating yourself up about not doing the 30 days or missing a day or whatever. It's about looking deeper inside to see what the gift is. What are the gifts that this experience is bringing forth for you, so that you can make it what you need it to be. I didn't know, y'all, at day 1, that on day 31 today, that I would be saying this. I didn't know on day 1 that this 30-day challenge would trigger for me a feeling, an old feeling when I was 5. What does walking and deeper healing have to do with each other? I don't know, but guess what? My genius knows. My higher self knows. The God within me knows. My intuition knows. And we don't get the blessing if we don't stay the course. If we don't stay the course, make the decision. What is it that you need to cut out of your life? Cut it out. What is your state of consciousness as you do your 30 days? Do it with love, a consciousness of love, of wholeness, of integrity, right? With your higher self, right? It is not lost on me that a father memory came up, right? It's not lost on me. What is my relationship with my father, mother, God, divine source, right? That which sustains me. Let me dig in. Let me take a closer look at that, because things are happening in my life that I have to make a decision about. And it's very seductive to go back to what's comfortable. It's so seductive. I've said a holy yes to being the spiritual director at Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living. A holy yes. I've never done this before. I see you, Reverend Jennifer. It's not by accident that Reverend Jennifer is here right now as I say these words. It ain't by accident. I'm telling y'all, there is a force that we can use. And when we do our part, that universe, that God, that source does its part better than we ever could. Better than we ever could. So what's happening? Some other opportunities now are presenting themselves to me. And I'm at another crossroads, right? I'm at another crossroads. And so I have to make a decision. I have to choose. I have to be intentional. I have to be in integrity with myself, right? It doesn't stop, y'all. Life keeps going. Life keeps going. So I say all that to say our new series is integrity. Our new series is integrity. And I think it's the perfect partner for discipline. Perfect partner. And so, of course, y'all know what I do. I look up the word, and integrity means to adhere to moral and ethical principles. Honesty, the state of being whole, entire, or undiminished. And that word undiminished, y'all, we are undiminished by anything that has happened in our lives. We are undiminished. Undiminished. So the origin of integrity is integer, and that means a complete entity, untouched. Oh, y'all, come on now. Untouched, undivided, whole, and fresh. Untouched. So there is that which in me that is untouched, unhurt, right? Untouched, undiminished. And that's the place that we get to live from these 30 days and the next 30 days and the next 30 days. Yes? So when we talk about being undivided, and it also is not lost on me that on my list of 2021, I do a list every year of the things that I want to experience, not exactly what it is, right? And definitely not how it will come about. But one of the things that I have is to support people in living an undivided life. And here I am saying that integrity, the origins of the word, is untouched, undivided, whole, and fresh. I did not know on January 1st, 2021, when I wrote that list, that on July 5th, 2021, that I would have a series called Integrity and that I would be reading this to you. Did not know. But what I do know is I wanted to have the experience of supporting people and living an undivided life. So if this resonates with you, if my story when I was 5 resonates with you, then I feel a hallelujah and an amen. A hallelujah and an amen is what I feel right now. So we are whole. Every day is a fresh start. Don't beat yourself up about yesterday. Yesterday is over. And most of the stuff that happened yesterday, we make it up. We make up what it means. We make up a story about it. Start fresh today. Start fresh today. Origin, undivided, whole, and fresh is what being in integrity is about. So we are whole. There's nothing that we can do, y'all. Nothing. If you were abandoned by your parents, if you have experienced heartbreak, if nothing seems to be going right in your life, you are still whole. There is nothing that can make you unwhole. You can experience the feeling of unwholeness, yes, but it is not the truth with a capital T of who you are. Every day is a fresh start. Live an undivided life starting right now. And then when the sun rises tomorrow, live an undivided life starting right now. We get to choose every single day. Every single day. We get to choose. Not my father. My father didn't get to choose if I walked or not, right? So come on, y'all. Who's with me? Who's with me about living an undivided life because we're already whole? We're already whole. We're making a fresh start today. Forgive and release what needs to be forgiven and released. And I can support you in doing so. I can support you in doing so. All right, y'all. So that's the kickoff to our integrity series. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I am Rev Melissa. I am an ordained interfaith minister. I am a religious science practitioner. I am a licensed certified life coach. I say a purpose coach. And I am the spiritual director of Rockland Centers for Spiritual Living, effective August 1st. 2021, and I am so excited and I am so grateful. And I'm just going to take a moment right here. I'm so grateful to Reverend Jennifer because we need people in our lives who can hold a vision with us and for us. And she did, and she still does for years, for years. So look at who you are surrounding yourself with. It's important. It's important who's in that circle with you, right? All right, y'all. So we're living life in joy. We are connected to our yes. Yes, we are. So let's get into some joy news. Reverend Jennifer, yes, I did and do and always will. I know that's the truth, and I am grateful. And I love you for that. I love you. All right, y'all. So let's get into some joy news. All right, so how was the weekend? I had a lovely weekend. Mommy, didn't we have a lovely weekend? We had our very first in the flesh barbecue, family barbecue yesterday. My cousin Lydell hosted us at his lovely home in New Jersey. And it wasn't the whole family like we usually do, but it was a good number of us. And Vanessa's here visiting from California with her honey. And it was just so lovely just to be in the flesh with each other and to hug each other and have good food and conversation. Yeah, Mommy, it was fun. It was fun. And it's always wonderful for me to see my mom with her siblings. So my mother's a twin, if you don't know that. And her other sister, my Aunt Marion, who I talk about from time to time, she's the one that I take to the doctor sometimes. And my Uncle Kenneth, they were there. So 4 of the 6 siblings were there of my mother's generation. And so that was lovely to see. And then we have like all these generations, just to look out and see all the different generations. It's just a blessing. It's just a blessing. So I hope you had a wonderful 4th of July celebrating how you wanted to celebrate. It was wonderful for my family. So yesterday was my day 30. So I did my jumping jacks and I did some crunches, and I do those wall push-ups because I'm not quite strong enough yet to do the on the floor, push up, but I'm going to get there. I'm up to 60 jumping jacks, y'all. All right. Now I'm up to 60 jumping jacks. I'm really excited about that. So wherever you are on your journey of your 30, keep going. You got it. It's about integrity. Okay. All right. So I started, this is my day 31. So I had posted on Facebook day 1, round 2, but I can't keep up with that. So I think I'm just going to keep counting up. So today is my day 31. And what I'm adding to moving, because I'm going to keep moving. I did my walk this morning with myself, is writing. So writing 5 minutes every day is my next thing that I'm adding on to that. Yes. Okay. So whatever you are, it's perfect. Okay. All right. Let me see if I want to say anything else about that. Okay. So then the other thing that happened yesterday was living life in joy. We had a wonderful time. My guest was Sekou Wrights, who y'all all know, and he was sharing about the 30-day birthday challenge for him and the gifts that he received from this whole experience. And so I know you might not be able to see it right now. So there's one little thing that I need to do. It's a copyright thing because I played John Baptiste's song Freedom at the end. And, Facebook done snatched it up and it was like copyright. So I got to fix that. And then I'll be able to put it back up and you'll see that. If you missed the interview yesterday with Sekou, you want to see it. It was wonderful. So next Sunday, this Sunday coming up, my guest is Morgan. So let me remind everybody who Morgan is. So Morgan is the young woman, Sekou's cousin, who is battling sickle cell anemia. Yeah. So Sekou told the story of having a hero hoodie for her that says sickle cell warrior, right? And then I think it was Lenora's kid. Lenora had ordered a child size hero hoodie, and somehow it also says sickle cell warrior. And so that started this whole nother movement around hero hoodies for Morgan and her work that she's doing with sickle cell. So she and her mother will be my special guest this Sunday. You don't want to miss it. It's my first time having a young adult on the show. How old is Morgan, Sekou? I think she's like 11. Oh, Sekou will tell us when he comes on. But she's young. She's young. And she is in this. She is an advocate. She is an activist about sickle cell anemia. So I'm excited to have her on the show and her mom. So tune in Sunday, 10:30 a.m. This Friday, y'all, you're ready for the next meditation with the new moon. Meditation with the new moon this Friday, July 9th at 4 a.m. Eastern Time. We do a full-blown spiritual practice. So please join me Friday, July 9th, meditation with the new moon, 4 a.m. Eastern Time. And I gotta make a decision, y'all. If it's gonna be on Zoom or it's gonna be back here on StreamYard. Oh, maybe I'll do a poll. That'll be fun. Okay. I'll figure it out. I'll let y'all know. Stay tuned. All right. So let's see what's going on, Sekou. I saw the show this morning and I love the new name, Be Your Own, the Be Your Own Hero show.
Yeah, let me make it official. Be Your Own Hero show. That's it. We done. No more name changing. That's what it is. We rolling with that.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. So just circling back, Jacinta, Lenora's cousin, ordered some hero hoodies and they came and they said sickle cell warrior, and we were going to return them. And I explained to her what it was, and I was like, oh, send them back to me and I'll send you some new ones. And once I explained that it was my cousin Morgan's thing, she was like, no, we're going to keep them in solidarity to your cousin. And then Lenora got some for her kids, and then some more people in New York got some for their kids, and it's become this thing. And so we've got these children standing in solidarity with my cousin Morgan, who've never met her, which is just amazing. And there's some behind the scenes stories that just really just touched my heart. I mean, Morgan and her mom have been really touched by it. This is her TikTok. She has made herself an advocate for sickle cell anemia. She's 15, and she has endured more in her 15 years of life than most adults I know. Like it can be very painful, and she spends a lot of time in the hospital. And so she wants to raise awareness about it. And it's just, again, the universe deciding that there will be this movement around Morgan. That's what happened. Like I gave her a Christmas gift, a single hoodie that said sickle cell warrior for her. And now all of a sudden we've got kids out here in the world standing in support of her, which is just, I mean, amazing. And again, like you were saying earlier, you can't predict how the universe is going to set stuff up. Like you can't predict that. You just move the way you can and just watch what happens when the universe gets involved.
Yes. All right, that's it, Sekou. That's all. I don't
know. I had a moment. I was trying to get past that little rump right there. That's what that was. Woo! All right. Okay. So Yeah, so the new name of the show, Be a Hero, because those of you who know, I've been saying I'm doing my best to be my own hero. So that's the energy that I'm on, and that's the energy of the show. And the challenge for me has meant a lot of different things. And just like you, Rev, I didn't know what it was going to mean at the end of it because it evolved over time. I just knew at the beginning I was committing to myself and committing to this effort. But it has given me a lot of different gifts. And I saw some people in the chat on my show earlier talking about they're going to add days on. Get your 30. Get your 30. And then also later on, try it again to do a consistent, consecutive 30. Because that consecutive 30 will give you some other gifts separate from 30 in general. Consecutive 30 is different than just 30. So get both. Get both. It's about you. It ain't about me. And just like you, Rev, I'm just adding on days because I was getting confused too. So I'm on day 35 of my 30-day challenge. We did 30 plus 1, and I'm going to join you on the writing for 5 minutes. So I will add that on to my challenge too. Writing 5 minutes a day. And some other things. And that's someone else, the last person to get in on the June challenge, June 30 days, we have challenged each other to do something else that's extra. I'm not even ready to announce it yet. It's just, but the point is, once you step into it, once you activate yourself, other things will happen, and that you don't realize what's going to happen until you step into it.
Yes.
I think that's enough.
All right. And so to wrap that all up in one word, integrity. All right, y'all. So I will see you tomorrow. Our new series. Stephanie, you can have as many seconds as you need. Here she go. I need a second consecutive 30. Yes, girl, you got it. You got a whole congregation of joy surrounding you and supporting you, because that's what we do. That's what we do with each other and for each other. All right. So tomorrow, check out Sekou, the Be Your Own Hero show, 10 a.m. Eastern Time, and Melissa, and Morning Sit with Rev Melissa, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Yesterday, I called it the Power Hour. Isn't that cool? All right, y'all. So peace and blessings, peace and justice. We're living life in joy, connected to our yes.